Winter is a great time to learn something new, from cooking to crafts to car maintenance, and Moorhead Community Ed has a class for everyone. So this morning we have Brenda Richmond and John David Birdall joining us in studio to talk about some of these opportunities. So welcome to the show, both of you.
Well, thank you.
Anna. Yeah. Good to be here.
Absolutely. Now, Brenda, can you tell us just really quick, what kind of winter classes are coming down the pipeline? What do you have going right now that people can get involved in?
We have so many offerings, Anna. It's really fun. Everything from wellness classes to exercise, if you have those New Year's resolutions, art classes that John David will talk about in a minute. We've got cooking, we've got cultures, really anything you want to learn, there's a class for you.
That's fantastic. And now we had just kind of discussed this a minute ago, but could you tell us, John David, some of this artwork is yours.
Yes, it is.
Some of it you did. Which of these? And can you tell us about the process?
Sure, yes. And so I had worked on that comic book and that poster for a comic book class that I do teach. Okay, I did write it, and I found artists in South America.
South America? That's
yes,
amazing.
Yes, and so I kind of supported them through the pandemic with that project. Yes,
nice.
Yes, a father and son. It's a great story. It's a really great story. And then, yes, I did publish this book here. And I did write it, and I found an artist.
Where's My Mess?
Yes,
Very
Where's My
nice.
Mess? Yes, in the Czech Republic. That artist is from there, and so that was for a class too. And I talk about it. The steps, the stages of the whole thing. Yep, and these albums here, these were commissions, but I do bring them up in the classes that I do teach. And these albums, I'm going to pick one up. There we go. And
very
this
nice.
album and this album, I recorded, I performed, recorded, and produced, and I designed.
Very
my
talented.
work, and I teach all of that, or instruct about all of that.
Wow, that's so incredible. So it sounds like you were working, doing a lot of virtual classes.
Yeah, there were some.
Because you said Czech Republic, and then which country did you say?
Oh, South America.
South America,
so,
yeah.
Brazil and Venezuela. So.
Very fun. Well, that's so neat that you get to meet a lot of people, and then in the community locally as well.
Yes, exactly.
You guys have the opportunity to reach out and meet people. So I've seen these come across my kitchen table because my kids get them, because we're a Moorhead family. So can you tell me, what are some of the things I can find in here? And from my understanding, there's things for all ages, right?
There really
all
are.
skill
There's youth
levels.
classes, and one of the reasons John David is here, because he teaches youth classes, adult classes, and choices, which are our classes for adults with disabilities.
Yes.
And so he really teaches across all of our demographics. We also have early childhood family education classes, so it's really all levels, all ages.
That is so fantastic. So I know that some of these looked pretty exciting to me personally. If I wanted to get involved and enroll of some of this, how do I start that process? I know some do have a little bit of a fee and some have different instructors. How do you get involved in joining these?
So the best way is to go to our website, which is moorheadschools.org/CE for community ed. And all of the registrations are right there. There's such fun offerings. I just took last week a pizza making class with Rhombus guys.
Oh, wow.
Which is really, really fun class. We've got house plan classes coming up, if through the pandemic you became a house mom when you were spending so much time at home. There's just a lot of different unique offerings. So check out our website and search through the classes there. The catalogs are at local grocery stores if you didn't get one in your mailbox.
That's fantastic, and I will say one of the things that I like about this too is I think a lot of us learned a lot about ourselves during the pandemic, and I know for me, I created a bucket list, and I have a list of things that I want to do. Learn a foreign language was one of them, and a lot of other things like different types of skills I'd like to pick up. Maybe they're computer skills, maybe they're crafting skills or musical performance skills. I think this is a really cool way to kind of start dipping your toes in and do it a little bit at a time. I think that there was an assumption, many years ago where you had to go to college to learn a new skill, or you had to join a formal program that costs hundreds or thousands of dollars, and that's just not the case anymore.
Absolutely. There's so many different things, so just stick your toes in and try something new. Grab a friend and bring them along, and it really can be a fun social gathering as well.
So can you tell me, of the classes you've taken, which one was your favorite?
Well, because it was so recent, I really love the Rhombus guys. But another really fun one that I've taken is fry bread tacos, and that's by one of our Indigenous teachers and really talks about the history of the Indigenous people moving to the reservations and having to find new ways of cooking. So culture as well as cooking. So there's a lot of great classes, and I really encourage people to check them out.
How about you, John David? What's your favorite class to teach? Let's do it that way.
Oh goodness, favorite. Oh my gosh, I'm not supposed to just pick a favorite, but the one that I teach, the one that gets the most going, I do believe, is illustrating a story, because people bring in their stories and they're so immersed in their own stories and absorbed, and they just talk about them, and all the people get involved and start sharing. And that's what I found is so great about community ed, is sharing, that goes on.
Yeah, actually, Jordan and I had discussed at the top of the show about, when we watch a story, or in your case, when you build a story, you're kind of channeling your own feelings about things, or you're seeing things that relate to you personally, and that's a really good way to, do some healing or to really dig in deeper and grow as a person, I think.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's all about personal development and growth, and it's good for all of us. Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for joining us. This is amazing. I'm very impressed by what you guys do, and I'm so excited to get involved in some classes myself.
Thanks for having us, Anna. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Right now, New Year's resolution of weight loss may require a different approach. So we'll have a little bit more of that coming up next on North Dakota Today.